It is pretty. Okay. I said okay, go away. Oh,
Hey, and we're
great. Great.
perfect. Oh, look, Kimberly has a llama. Is that a llama or a camel?
It's a llama. I had a work Zoom yesterday, so that was my background. I usually have
Okay.
a library babe
I
rather
love
than,
the llama. I mean, seriously, if
yeah,
you could be
he's
sitting down
cute.
a little bit lower so his head was
Yeah, he's cute.
okay. So today I wanted to be like I have really different stuff tonight, okay? Um so does anybody have, but I don't want to take away. Does anybody have anything you want to like brag about, share about your week? Anybody want to share anything spectacular? Because I don't want to take away from anybody's like your glory.
No, not
Okay.
Mary Kay, no. Not today or this week.
Don't you love it when you go to your emails and you get an order and you're like, wow, I got an order online.
Nice.
I got my, yes, I do. And it's I got my very first My Shop order, and I'm like, it took me a while to figure out the math on how they got the dollar amount,
Mhm.
but whatever. Okay. Um I have notes because I don't want to be all over the place. So forgive me for having notes. But so like I said, I want to open differently. Thank you guys for being on the camera and not muted unless you have to be. And so here's what happened to me the other day. I have been waking up around between 5 and 6 in the morning, all on my own. Now, some mornings I've been waking up with like stress dreams, but the other morning I woke up and here's what God put on my heart. And truly, this is where all this started. Um, I feel like when we were like the very most successful that we have ever been as a unit, we were doing a lot of connecting. We were face to face, which doesn't mean virtual is bad. It is not. Virtual has a place. But we did a lot of like reaching out to women. And I guess here's what I mean. Y'all, the world is crazy. Would you agree?
Yes.
Mhm.
The
For
world is
sure.
insane. And if you're on the left or on the right, uh, whatever, we're not going to talk about that. But I think that anybody can agree that this world is crazy. And I think that we have a calling in Mary Kay to truly make a difference and to offer hope in a way that other people can't. You know, we're because we're a faith first business, and because we're a business about women, um I think that, you know, because as you touch the life of the woman, okay, if she's part of a family, would you guys agree that the woman is kind of like the center of the family? Like we hold it together, right? We've got all the
Yes.
school appointments and the doctor's appointments and the medicine and the grocery shopping and the cleaning and the blah blah blah, right? All the things. Where do we put ourselves in the hierarchy of needs? Where do we put ourselves?
Last.
Last, exactly. So I think
Mhm.
that part of what we're called to do is to show our own self. We're not supposed to be last. You know, it's like put the oxygen mask on yourself first so that then you can help the kid next to you. You understand where I'm going with that?
Mm.
Mhm.
Okay. So don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that women or like that men don't do anything. It's not the point here. What I'm in general, we're like the lifeblood and we hold it all together. So what I really want to do is I want to lay some things at your feet tonight, okay? And you heard me say on the voice memo, I want to work with 5 women or as many women as want, but I want to work with 5 women who would actually like to make profit between $500 and $1,000 a month. Okay. Like for real. And if you're brave, you can say your name now. And if you would rather like text me, then that's great. But we're also reading this book, if you want to get out of the boat, you've got to walk on water. Yeah. Which is about courage, right? And listening to the calling. And I think that it's important that we realize that if you want something different, unless you're making already $500 to $1,000 a month, which I know you're not, okay, that we've got to make a decision to get away from, oh my gosh, it makes me uncomfortable, blah, 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 to focusing on the calling of our company. And that's to affect the lives of women, which in turn affects the lives of the kids and the husband and the boss and all the people that we interact with. When you make her feel pretty, when you make her feel confident, okay, we make a difference. And I'm not saying that we can solve all the crazy in this world. Okay. Don't get me wrong. But I do think that we can scratch the surface and make some kind of difference. Okay. And yeah. So, okay, I have to look at my notes again. So everything that I'm going to talk about, it's going to all come together. So keep that. Do I want $500 to $1,000 a month? Okay. Could that make a difference in your life? I mean, seriously, could it make a difference in your life? Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. And I'm not, yes. This is not about like Mimi wants to micromanage me. No, not at all. Okay. But I am learning through my my master class about the accountability that I have with this other class. It's we all need it. Okay. And accountability doesn't mean I'm your boss, because I'm not. Okay. It's not about me. All right. Anyway. Are you guys on board so far? Mm-hmm. Good. Okay. Okay. Again, sorry, I have to look at my notes. All right. So here's what I want to ask you to do. I want you to put on your paper, and for real, this is like a visual thing. So put a T like in the middle of your paper. All right. And on one side, I want you to write business owner. And on the other side, I want you to write order taker. And I have to give this, this asterisk. This is not about shaming anybody. This is not about making you feel bad. This is not about judgment. This is about like each of us realizing, where am I? Fair enough? Okay. And if what you want to be is an order taker, that is completely fine. There is nobody saying you must anything. Okay. Are we good? Mm-hmm. Nobody's feathers are ruffled. Okay. So as a business, close your eyes for a second and just think about a typical business that somebody might own that has like brick and mortar. Okay. Do you have something in your mind? An image of a place, a store, a restaurant? Can you think of something? Okay. So if you were the owner, and I'm going to say Subway, if you owned a Subway, when would you go to work? When would you go to work?
Probably when it opened.
Okay. Would you go? I mean, okay. So in Mary Kay.
Before, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You'd work every day, right? You'd work in your business every day. Now, I'm not suggesting that any of you are supposed to work in your business every day. However, if you were to grab a weekly plan sheet and say, okay, on Monday night is my meeting, on Wednesday night, I hold a class, and on Saturday afternoon, I hold a class or whatever. Okay. You pick a couple of times. Those are your business hours. So I'm not saying that you should be 40 hours a week doing your Mary Kay, but when you decide that your Mary Kay is open, okay, that's when, you actually go, you clock it and you go to work. So if you're a business owner, tell me some things. What does a business owner do? Tell me some characteristics of a business owner. Is this thing on?
Yeah, yeah.
You oversee the business, and depending on if you have people that you delegate to, delegate, then you would have meetings to find out what each department is doing and where we are, and if we're meeting our goals, and that sort of thing. We're all
Okay.
going in the right direction.
Absolutely. If you're a business owner, you have goals. That Subway sandwich shop, they know how much money they need, how many sandwiches they need to sell, right? To pay their rent, to whatever. Now, I wanted to make sure that we're all clear. Kimberly has her Mary Kay business. Janelle has her Mary Kay business. Donna has her Mary Kay business. And I have mine. And then when you put us all together, we're a big group. So Donna can have her goals. And as Donna works towards her goals, it helps our unit work towards its goal. But your mind isn't about the unit. Your mind is about what you want to do for your own personal business. Does this make sense?
Mhm.
Have to find a new word. Okay. So a business owner has financial obligation. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
She knows what she wants, and she works to go for the things that she wants. She's got a plan, and she's working on self-improvement on a regular basis. These are just some things that I wrote down. Anybody have any other things that you can add to it?
Well, you have to make sure you're on budget,
Okay.
you're
Yep.
you're planning, and and also you have to be, if you don't have a marketing department, you have to think ahead, because you can't, like we do sometimes in Mary Kay, we work and we do this and we do that, and then we do nothing. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Mm.
And to keep the ball rolling, we have to continue to market ourselves and market our business and that sort of thing.
Beautiful. Okay, so how about an order taker? What does an order taker do? Like if you work in the Subway sandwich shop,
Just
the
fill
customer,
orders.
you just take orders, right? They're not, they're waiting for the customer to come in the door, right? Waiting. They've got their little hat on, whatever. I'm like picturing that. It's been a minute, but they're standing there and they're waiting for the order. Okay. And are they leaving to go find people to go, hey, you look hungry, you need sandwiches, come in. They're not doing that, right? Okay.
No.
They wait for the business to come to them. If they work when it's convenient, okay, convenience has something to do with it. If you're the order taker and you have menstrual cramps, you could call in sick to Subway, right? Does that make sense? But if you own the business and you have menstrual cramps, what are you going to do?
Go to work.
Janelle, you're going to go to work, right? Janelle, you're muted. I thought you were trying to say something. Okay. And oftentimes an order taker is going to focus on what they don't have. Oh, well, it's easy for you because you have all these customers. Does that kind of make sense? What else do you see as an order taker? What's an order taker do? Or their mentality? Kimberly, you're very quiet, and that's not normal.
Sorry, I'm taking notes.
That's fine.
I mean, yeah, you wait for customers, you wait for the business. You're not out soliciting business. You're just there to provide a service when it falls in your lap.
Right. Now, if you look at it, and Michaelin's joined and Regina's joined. So just for a quick second, we are We have a T on our paper, and on one side of the T, we wrote business owner, and on the other side, we wrote order taker. And we're just kind of just talking about the difference between a business owner and an order taker. So let's think about Mary Kay. All right. What is an order take? You're welcome. Sorry, my customer. My headache's gone. Okay, what's an order taker do in Mary Kay?
You fill orders.
Okay.
Mhm.
Anything else?
Wait for those emails.
Wait for the emails. Okay, wait for the emails. And
Or
I wrote
text or
down-
phone call. Yeah.
yeah, like when you're ready for stuff, you let me know.
Right.
Have you ever heard that come out of your own mouth?
Mhm.
I have. Okay.
Mhm.
When you're ready, you let me know. Okay. And what's a business owner do?
You call the customers.
Follow up.
Okay.
Mhm.
Call the customers. What else does a business owner do?
Offer new products.
You guys are getting the idea, right?
Mhm.
So, again, this is not a, oh my gosh, like judgment or anything like that, but it's so that we can all see, like, you can see where you are. There are days, okay, let's just be real, okay, because I'm just a real honest to God person. There are days, today was one of them, not even gonna lie, okay, because I wasn't feeling the best. Today is the day where I'm like, I had 2 orders that came to me. I kind of was feeling blah, okay. Now, yes, I tried to go to work until I couldn't see straight and I gave myself a really bad headache. So whatever. I don't live there.
Mm.
Kind of makes sense.
Mhm.
Okay. It's important that you have to look at your own self and realize where you're at. If you look at your list, look at the list that you've written down. Okay. And I'm not going to ask you to say it, but where do you recognize yourself with your Mary Kay? Some days I'm an order taker. Most days I'm a business owner, but every once in a while I have kind of days where, okay, that's me. Are you following along?
Mhm.
So if I want you to look at the order taker side and I want you to ask yourself, okay, self, if I was going to pick just one thing to work on, to change, to focus on, that I think would make the biggest difference for me, okay, each of you, okay? Like, for example, I wrote, she knows what she wants on business owner, and on order taker, I wrote, but she takes what she gets, okay? So if I know that
Mhm.
that I've been working by taking what I get, that would be something that if I focus on what I want and how I can impact other people, that would be a thing that would make a big shift. Okay. So can you pick out something on your list that you're like, I could do better on that? I could make more of an impact in that area. Would anybody like to share?
I think if she knows what she wants, that's because they always know what they want. They just want the cleanser and the moisturizer, right? But I think as a business owner, I think you just have to offer them and discuss with them, have you tried the day and the night or the lifting serum? You may want to do that so you'll have a better outcome on your skin. You might have less lines and, give her some feedback on that. I mean, it doesn't hurt because all she can say is, no, I don't. But at least you're offering. So I think of it as just offering. You
Mhm.
know, like I wouldn't want to not offer you a sale. There's a sale going on and it's going on, but I didn't tell you about it, right? So when I used to go out and sell newspapers, even though we sold these little ads on one page because we're doing Happy Valentine's Day or we're doing something, right? And I would go see every single person and offer them that business card size ad because even if they didn't, I knew they wouldn't take it because I didn't want to not offer it to them.
Mhm. Yes, I understand
And
what you're saying.
sometimes that's what I would say is, you may not be interested in this, but I need to offer this to you because I didn't want it to come out. And you were like, oh, I didn't get asked to do that. You know, it's kind of the
Yes.
same thing.
Mm.
If you get my
It's
drift.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's kind of like when somebody becomes a new consultant and they're like, I'm just doing this for a discount. And my job is to at least, I want you to know that you have opportunities to get all this free product. I know you're not going to do it because you're telling me you don't want to like do a business and have a bunch of stuff, but I at least want to make sure that you're aware of what you can have.
Mm.
Kind of what you're saying, right, Donna, in a
Yes,
way?
yes.
Um, when I was saying on the business owner side that she knows what she wants, I mean that you as the business owner, you have your business owner hat on, you know where you want to take your business, you know where you have goals that you want to reach for your own self, for your business. But if I have my order taker hat on, whatever orders come in today is I'll be happy with. But my business owner will be like, who can I call? Who hasn't reordered? Who have I not shared the business opportunity with? And so on. That provides some clarity.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So we're taking the who wants to make $500 to $1,000 and looking at how am I operating and what is one thing I can pivot? Did you guys pick something you can pivot? Does anybody want to share? Okay. All right. So the next thing I want to do is we're going to watch a short video from National Sales Director Julia Burnett. And guys, I'm going to say up front, I'm going to ask you to play, okay? Because if you do want to make some money, we've all got to get uncomfortable. We've got to get out of the boat. While I pull that up, Donna, you mentioned to me about the book today when we were talking. Did you have anything like that you wanted to, I don't know, highlight from the book?
I really have enjoyed, I'm only at the first chapter, but I really have enjoyed it. I think that it's a good book to share with some other people. But some of the questions on at the end of the chapter, um, what is your boat? What's your boat?
Mm.
You know? And we all have that. What is our boat? Where is our fear or comfort keeping you from trusting God? I mean, you know, or why don't we take that step? And I'm thinking, why don't we? Well, because we've taken the step and somebody's chewed our head off, or we've had no, and we take it personally. I mean, I'm thinking Mary Kay. So, you know, I think what you do is you just have to step out again and keep going and not have that fear I'm going to sink, right?
Yeah.
Just you have to keep have the faith that you're going to succeed at this.
When God called him to step out of the boat, was he scared?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was scared. Did anybody else get out of the boat? No.
No.
He says, if that's you, then command me. And then he just did it. He went on blind faith. I'm just gonna do it. You know, like what's the worst can happen? I'm gonna sink. I mean, you know, whatever. I know that's not exactly accurate, but What's the worst that can happen? Okay.
Be
So,
drowned.
drown.
With the wind and the boat and the waves, and you step out in that, yeah, you might drown.
But the beautiful thing here is that you're not in any Michaelin said this to me because she was watching a training. Nobody's ever died by offering Mary Kay, like nothing's gonna happen to us. And the more often that you allow yourself to step out of your boat, outside of your comfort zone, it's hard, but then you do it enough, and then all of a sudden the thing that you thought was hard all of a sudden is simple. And then you've got to stretch again and stretch again. Make sense?
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm gonna play this video. I'm asking for like open minds. All right. Oh, horse.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Are you kidding me right now?
Hmm.
It must be the link.
It just was working. All right. Well, I'm not as eloquent as Julia Burnett, but I am going to just talk. She has this pace setter that started today. It goes until March 5th. Okay. Every week there is a drawing, a cash drawing. All right. It costs $5 for you to participate. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like a Starbucks coffee. Okay. $5. And you know what? Just by having the $5, having some skin in the game, you might think, oh, it's just $5, but y'all, like last time they did this, they were giving away money every week to 2 consultants and 1 director. Okay. So here's the thing is it's a spirit, mind, and body revolution. She's the Revolution National Area. Okay. So it's not difficult. All right. Basically, you can do as many business IPAs, income producing activities. What's an income producing activity? Somebody shout something out.
Having a skincare class.
Holding a skincare class. What else did I hear? Is putting stickers on your product an income producing activity?
No.
No.
Is watching a training an income producing activity?
No.
Is spending 15 to 30 minutes booking, is that income producing?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. You guys get the idea? So you can have unlimited IPAs. All right. But you have to do an IPA to get the points for spirit, mind, and body. So all she's saying because we're a whole person. None of you are doing Mary Kay full time. So spirit, something that you're not currently doing. So if you currently get up in the morning and read your Bible, then maybe it's you read the Bible for an extra 5 minutes, or maybe it's you journal. Maybe it's a gratitude exercise, something that you're doing. You're not telling anybody, you're doing it. Okay. Purpose. Like she even said in her video, it could be just you have some quiet time, meditation, or dreaming time. Okay. So you do something for your spirit, faith, connection, purpose, alignment. Okay. And then something for your mind, something that you can learn. Okay. What is something that you could do 5 days a week that takes about 5 minutes that could help to build your education? Anybody?
Get on InTouch and learn something from InTouch. They have, something to do with the internet or promoting your product, or they've got all kinds of things.
Beautiful. We've also got the $1 million message.
I was just going to say that I didn't remember how long they were It's actually on my calendar next to me, and I forgot to do it today. But
That's
go back and look at it.
so in case you don't have the phone number for the $1 Million Message, the phone number is 641-715-3900. And the passcode is 44336#. And Monday through Friday, there is a $1 Million Director or national that comes on, and they have a topic and they talk from 2 or 3 to 10 minutes. I listen to it while I put my makeup on. Okay. So you get the $1 Million Message. That's just an easy thing. You know, you've got replays of videos. There's all sorts of things, but learning, reflection, skill development, creativity. Okay. Do you know what I've been doing? Like in non-people time, I've been doing painting these paint by number things, which we're going to do for our STAR event. Okay. So yeah, I'm excited about it, but it's super fun. Okay. And then body, stretch, build, nourish, rest, you know, whatever it is. So like she, in each of these things, she says, if you're already doing it, you've got to add something to it. So like I walk 2 miles almost every day. So you need to either walk longer or add something to it. Make sense? Okay. So how long do those things take? Those 3 things.
Mm,
Does it take a long time?
no.
No, maybe 10, 15 minutes. Okay. And then you'll get points. You'll get a point for each one that you do every day. And then your IPAs, as long as you do 1 IPA, then you can count your points for spirit, mind, and body. I'll provide all this to you. I'm just kind of giving you the overview. All right. Right now. Oh, and then she's got, once a week, then she's got the days. So you want to join this group, Spirit, Mind, Body Revolution. And on these days, these are Facebook Lives. So she's got different directors or nationals in her area that are going to be teaching. And so you can go and you can watch one of these things or just listen to it. Okay. It's pretty cool. I did it last time and these ladies are super crazy sharp. Okay. So I'm going to put here in the chat. Hello. In the chat, I'm putting how to register. You just click on that link and it takes you through you basically name, address, phone number, email, who's your director, and have you paid your $5, and it gives you the $5 Venmo thing. Okay. So every week they do cash giveaway, and there's a form that you'll get after you register to track it and turn it in. Okay. Make sense? So then what we do is when you register, then I want you just to let me know, hey, I registered, and we'll have a accountability group. So I'll make a Facebook group or a mess or a text message, whatever, some way or another where we can communicate to each other daily. Hey, I'm off today. I'm not Mary Kay today. Hey, today's my Mary Kay day. I'm going to make 5 phone calls. I'm going to blah, blah, blah. Oh, I'm going to, lift weights for 10 minutes, whatever. And you put it in there and we hold each other accountable. Pretty cool. Scary, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It means getting out of the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, I'm not your boss. I can't make you do it, but I really hope that you will. Okay. I'm also putting that in the Facebook chat right now. My phone keeps making crazy noises. All right. Okay. Anybody have a question or a comment or anything? So we have 2 more days till it's the 15th of the month. Okay. 300 by the 15th will get you a call with National Sales Director. Help me out, Kim. I can see her face, Kim Cherry. I can see her face. What's
Oh,
the national name?
The one I was on just now,
Uh-huh.
Julia Monday Garner. Oh my
Yeah.
God, she's incredible.
She really is.
My director just had a reward thing too with the Zoom, so with her. So I could listen to her again. I took 6 pages of notes and I couldn't write fast enough. Yeah.
If you're direct, I'll send you the replay when it comes out. But okay, so 300 by the 15th gets you that call, plus these 3 pens. Okay, these are way nicer than I thought. They're heavy, and they say, be your own kind of beautiful and dream big and design a life you love. Okay, you get all 3. Okay, so pretty cool. I know, it's just a little thing. All right, I am going to now, anybody have anything? I'm going to play the Boss Babe video for us now. Okay. And it kind of ties it together. All right. It ties everything that we've been talking about together. So, oh boy, where did I put that? Hold up. Here it is. All right. You ready? Oh,
Imagine making
can you hear?
$453,000 in a single month
Yes.
as an affiliate marketer without relying on.
Coming to you from Ogallala, Nebraska. I have been enjoying my Mary Kay business for over 37 years, and I'm honored to say the least that I was chosen to be one of your speakers for this Boss Babe It's Time series. Thank you, Karen, for providing us with this opportunity for all of us around the world in Mary Kay to join together with an opportunity to allow Mary Kay in this historical time to make all of our dreams come true. It's time for all of us to let go of procrastination. It's time for all of us to quit waiting, to quit worrying. It's time for all of us to put action behind our dreams and go for it. I believe that with determination and perseverance in the mix, we are set up for an unlimited amount of success in 2026. I do believe that we're a part of a history-making moment in Mary Kay with the launch of the e-commerce My Shop opportunity, and the fact that we can continue to do our Mary Kay the old-fashioned way, in person with our family, friends, and new acquaintances that we get to make our friends doing our Mary Kay in person. Karen is allowing me the opportunity to share with you a time in my Mary Kay business where I knew I had to make some changes. And I would like to share that story with you. For most of you, you don't know the fact that I said yes to Mary Kay 3 different times in the 80s. I actually said yes to Mary Kay in 1984, the first time, because my mom wanted me to become a part of Mary Kay. I said yes to Mary Kay in 1986 because my girlfriends wanted me to become a part of Mary Kay. And I said yes to Mary Kay again in 1988 because at that time I was working for a photographer and he wanted me to help with glamour shots. And so I said yes to Mary Kay in 1988. But I didn't realize that it was time for me to actually do my Mary Kay and actually work the business until late 1989, when I found myself at my kitchen table, flat broke. Mick and I had only been married a year. We were on the verge of bankruptcy. And he reminded me that I had that beautiful Mary Kay pink kit in my closet, and that maybe, just maybe, if I did Mary Kay and put some effort behind it, it would work. And I thought to myself, I'll give it a try. And we were also in the process of moving from the Black Hills of South Dakota to Nebraska. And I would be moving from South Dakota to Nebraska in 4 months. So when I made that decision that it was time, I made the decision to do 100 practice models before we would move to Nebraska. I thought to myself, I'll just go to night school. I pretended that Mary Kay was my university, and I started doing models. I would do them in groups of sometimes 3, sometimes 2, sometimes 6 at a time. I was working another full-time job, so I did this in the evenings and on weekends. But I just wanted to find out if this Mary Kay thing could really work. So I started in September, and I did 25 bases in September, just practicing on close family and friends. In October, in November, and December. And this is what happened. At the end of that 4th month, at that time, I was able to earn my Mary Kay career card and go on to become a sales director in 4 short months. And now, in today's time, ladies, you could do it all in 1 month when you mix the opportunity of e-commerce with your My Shop and in person. And we want you to commit to the kit and do a perfect start January 1st through the 15th. And I want to extend that challenge for you to go on and do 100 practice models before the end of April and just see where this business could take you. You know, when I started in September of 1989, I honestly thought, I just want to see if this business works. And I just wanted to practice because if I were going to do this once I moved to Nebraska, I wanted to feel professional. So if you're a brand new beauty consultant and you want Mary Kay to be the opportunity of a lifetime for you, like it has been for me and so many others, then I want you to consider practicing. I want you to invite your closest friends and family members in the month of January to help you with a perfect start, and do 5 parties in the first 2 weeks of January and find out how well you like to party.
This is the quickest way to go from AI beginner to AI fluent in 2026. Watch this.
And then take it from there. And then practice doing spa sessions, practice doing color appointments, maybe do beauty bars. We do beauty bars where we take out a few items, maybe a kitchen counter full, or sometimes we go to a room and we rent it and we lay out as much product as we have on hand for people to sample, and they sample the products on their hands and they love it, and they take it home with them. That's the beauty of having an in-home business, an in-person business, is that you can share this wonderful product with your friends and family members, and you can sack it up and let them take those products home. People love to try before they buy. People love to take home what they try. This is the most amazing time in history. This is where you can have a successful business from your phone or in your home or both. And if you'll do both, you are going to see your numbers skyrocket. Your customers and your preferred customer list are going to skyrocket. You're going to have more customers every time it's time to sign up for the next season's mailing. You're going to have more team members because you're going to be able to offer the opportunity with everyone you share this product with. And when you offer the opportunity with everyone you share this product with, it is the most amazing thing, because those who want to be a part of this amazing company, say yes. And those who don't, stay your customers. And either way you win. Did you hear that? So when you are in your home and you're doing a party and you make the sales and you make the deliveries, right? And they take those products home, and then you share with them the opportunity to come on board and be a part of your team. If they say yes, great, you're growing your Mary Kay team. If they say no, great, you win because you have a new loyal customer. And with our new My Shop, we're going to be able to hit every generation at every hour of the day. So if you are one of those people in America that spend 5 to 7 hours on your phone, then you're going to love the My Shop, right? Because you're going to be able to work your business from your phone wherever you're at and continue to share wonderful content and continue to build your customer base through your My Shop. Now, if you're one that loves to work from your home, awesome. You can set up a wonderful little Mary Kay skincare party right in the convenience of your own home and make on-the-spot deliveries and have your sales and cash flow continue to soar. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about with determination and perseverance in the mix. You have unlimited success to look forward to in 2026. Now, are you going to run into a few obstacles? Of course you are. Our world is not absent of obstacles, and neither is your Mary Kay business. But you have a team of people supporting you. Mary Kay Cosmetics in Dallas has put together amazing, amazing tools for you. Your sales directors, your sister consultants, your nationals, your adopted nationals, we are all here for you to continue to encourage you to build your business in 2026. Now, we want you to commit to the kit, right? Commit to the kit on January 1st and go do those 5 parties and just see where this takes you. And I want to tell you one more story, just a story about a gentleman that didn't give up. And I don't know if you're watching and you've been in Mary Kay for over 10 years or 15 years or 30 years. And I don't know if you are brand new. But I do know one thing. This opportunity is for all of us, every single one of us, whether you are a new Gen Z that are just hitting the workforce now, or whether you are a millennial or baby boomer, or a part of the greater generation or the silent generation. I tell you what, this opportunity is available to you and you can have it all. It just fits. I wanted to, what I'm really obsessed with is true stories in movies. And this year I watched a movie, it's called A Million Miles Away, and it talks about Jose M. Hernandez. And he was a child of a migrant farmer who traveled back from Mexico to California in the fields. And so this young boy, Jose, he dreamed after watching the movie Apollo 17 of being an astronaut. And so going to school was a little difficult for him because they were always moving from Mexico to California, following the harvest fields. And but he had one teacher that really believed in him and really thought for certain that he had a gift with math and that he was smart enough to be an astronaut. And she fed into his spirit. She breathed belief into him that he could be whatever he wanted to be. And he never gave up. He never gave up. He applied to NASA over 11 times. Over 11 times. And he finally got brought into NASA, and he worked and he worked and he worked, and he was the first astronaut of that culture to go to the moon. And that story, it's called A Million Miles Away. It is so worth watching. And they also talk about another really cool piece of, I guess, fun fast fact about monarch butterflies, that they actually fly from farther north of the United States to Mexico, and that journey takes them 9 months. And there's different generations of monarch butterflies, and the greater generation of butterfly is the one that lives the longest. They live the 9 months. They make that trek from farther north of the US, clear to Mexico, all the weather, all the dangers. They're a tiny butterfly and they make it. And it just fascinated me. And I thought to myself, am I as resilient as a butterfly? Am I going to be able to handle all this change that Mary Kay continues to give us? And I thought to myself, yes, I am. I can handle all of this change, and I can commit to a kit, and I can move this product, and I can do this. And you can too. We are resilient. We are resilient leaders. You are a resilient consultant. You can learn new ways of doing Mary Kay. Don't give up on your goal. If your goal is to be a sales director, go for it. If your goal is to have a pink Cadillac one day, go for it. If your goal is to be a national sales director, go for it. If your goal is to be $1 million director, go for it. Be like Jose Hernandez. And never give up. Keep overcoming obstacles. Keep learning something new. Keep putting one foot in front of the other. And you can have it all. So these are some of the tips from that movie. First of all, you have to know what you want. So set a goal. Set a goal for yourself with this perfect start. What do you want to have happen in this perfect start that you do? And then you have to say, okay, well, how far do I need to go? Well, I need to hold 5 parties in January. And then you're going to think, well, how am I going to do it? Am I going to do it virtual parties, or I'm going to do in-person parties, or I'm going to do a little bit of both? And then you have to say, if you don't know how to get there, I guess you must learn. So if some of you are saying, well, I don't know how to do a party, I don't know how to do an in-person appointment, all of those skills are on In Touch. You can find the skills that you need on In Touch, or with your sister consultants and sales directors. We can teach you. And just when you think you've made it, you need to learn that there's probably something more you need to learn to level up to the next level. And that's what I've loved about my Mary Kay journey, is that the school is never out for the pro. School is never out for the pro, and that this opportunity is available to everyone. Last year in December, our newest sales director, Miglena Gonzaga, had 5 on her roster. This year, in December, getting ready for leadership, she has over 43. The time is now for you to put into action, every one of us put into action the steps necessary for you to do a perfect start and continue on to do power starts and do 100 faces by the end of April, and see where this business takes you. Thank you for being a part of our Boss Babe program. It's your time.
Okay, couple of minutes, takeaways. What'd you guys get? I love her makeup.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
It made me look at the butterflies have always been a thing for me. It sure made me look at butterflies differently. I didn't realize that I'm on our butterfly flies that far and how long it takes. That's crazy. Like, that little delicate thing can do so much, like what we can do. Anybody else? I know somebody wants to say something.
A perfect start is what?
It's book 8 to hold 5 in 2 weeks.
Okay.
The actual if you printed out the Boss Babe papers,
Yes.
I don't want to go against what she's saying, because the ultimate goal is to turn the perfect start into a power start. But the actual goal of Kit and Commit is to book 8 to hold 5 by the middle of February. So and Kim Cherry she brought a guest on Saturday, and would you like to just real briefly, because we don't have a lot of time, but like, did you sell anything? Did you get some referrals? Did you get a booking? Did you get a new team member? What happened?
I did sell. I got a new skincare customer. She's on the basic and wants to add in the rest of the miracle set. Working on the booking from that. She did give me two referrals from that, but then she wants to book a party as well, so she can get her free or discounted price of the rest of her miracle set. So no new team member yet. We're still layering. So yeah.
Kim calls me up the other day. She says, "Oh my gosh, what is going on? I have somebody who wants to sign up." So, I mean, just because she put a foot in front of the other, like, I'm really proud of you. It was super fun. We had a good time.
Yeah, that one I'm going to have to layer too. She was a former consultant, and she was one that wanted to come on Saturday, but had a funeral that she needed to go to. So, and she, like, out of the blue, like, "Oh yeah, I used to be a consultant, and I was thinking about, starting back up." And I'm like, "Okay." But I don't know. I sent, gave her a lookbook, and she told me this morning, "Oh yeah, I've already got a couple things that I wanted to buy." So I don't know, it might just be a customer for now. We'll see. We'll see what that goes. But yeah.
I would encourage you to send her your link. Just
Oh, okay.
tell her, "Hey, here's the link," because she might at 11:30 at night be like, "You know what the heck, I'm just going to go ahead and do it." Send it
Yeah.
to her. Don't make it
Oh,
hard.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, just because we have 2 more minutes, I want to say a couple of things. Tomorrow night, Janice has a skincare class. Okay. If you can be on, I will have a prize for you. Okay. Something that you do not have. I won't lie. I'm going to give you some more lookbooks. Okay. From the new order, the new products. Okay. Just come on and watch. If you can bring a friend to watch also, that's fantastic. But come on and watch, because I don't know how that many of you have been on to see these live events with 500 people. Okay. So come on to that event. And next week we have a dinner meeting. Okay. And because we're out of time, I'm going to ask you guys, would you send me like a restaurant you either want to go to or that is your favorite restaurant, please? Because if I just pick, I feel like I don't like just picking. Okay. Sound like a plan? So we can go for dinner. And then I'm going to go live probably tomorrow in the Believe, because Super Bowl is coming up. Okay. And it's Super Bowl squares. So I'm going to talk about Super Bowl squares. I will have the documents for you and how to do Super Bowl squares. We don't sell the squares. We sell product. So when the customer buys this lipstick for $20, she gets 2 squares. Okay. And she gets to pick where where her name goes. Okay. And it's all on, whoever, if she buys today and then Sally buys tomorrow, then, and Sally wanted that same number. Oh, well, sorry, we've got to fill up this board. But yeah, I mean, every year that I've done this, an easy $1,000 of sales. Okay. So yeah, seriously. Okay. And I'll give the directions on that tomorrow. All right. So I want to hear from who wants to make $500 to $1,000. Send me a message. Okay. Because we want to run together. Get yourself registered for the pace setter. I put it in the chat, the Believe chat, and Donna has a closing.
Okay. Here's a closing. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. That's C.S. Lewis.
Love it. Love it. Okay. Thank you guys. All right. Let's make this a great week. Okay.